you know which INEC official signed the result sheet that no party agent signed. If people really falsified, it's a criminal offense. We're talking about forgery and fraud. So they should not go scot-free. And please, it's possible even that the candidate is not involved. But fraud is fraud. It doesn't matter whether if your agent carried out fraud, even you, the candidate, should say, I reject this.
That's a very good point. And I'm going to ask you what your reaction is to those who argue that in the Nigerian context, irregularities at elections are a fairly normal practice, but what really is the scale of the irregularities and what impact they might have on the outcome is the issue here.
Yes, okay, let's look at the scale. I've shown you single polling unit in Imo, 600 votes, I'm doubting. I've shown you Rivers, single polling unit, 200 and something votes, and in Lagos the same. Let's even imagine that the average was only 10 votes per polling unit nationwide. 175,000 polling units times 10 is 1.75 million votes. So if it was 1.7, if it was only an average of 10 fake votes that were transferred from left to right, it changes the result, because add 1.75 million to Labour, deduct 1.75 million from APC, immediately Labour has the highest number of votes. So it's not true that the magnitude of what you're looking for is something humongous. If it's an average of only 10 votes on average per polling unit, it changes the whole result. This election was a three-horse race. It's even possible that...
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. To be frank, I am not surprised that Labour Party did so well in the last presidential election. I'm not among those who are taken by surprise that Labour Party, a party without structure, by no structure, what they mean, what the APC and PDP mean when they say Labour Party has no structure, means it has no local government chairman, it has no councillor, it has no senator, it has no governor, it has no House of Reps member, it has nothing. Yet, Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, in the INEC disputed and obviously doctored presidential election results, Peter Obi won 12 states, Atiku won 12 states, Tinubu won 12 states. And if things were properly done, you will see that Peter Obi scored the highest valid votes of all the top presidential candidates. INEC gave him 6 million and plus votes, gave Atiku 6 million plus votes, gave Tinubu 8 million plus votes. Now, remember that there were clear indications that Peter Obi will win this 2023 presidential election. And I'll tell you why. But before I go into that, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Remember that before the election, several months before the election, when PDP and the APC are basking in the euphoria of their so-called structure, there were several opinion polls by reputable organizations. There were opinion polls by ANAP Foundation. ANAP Foundation did 2 polls. There were opinion polls by We2Gather Foundation, Nextier poll, Bloomberg poll. Bloomberg of United States did 2 polls on Nigeria's presidential election. Then there is the Redfield and Wilton Strategies poll. There was the Stears poll and several other polls. And all these polls we are projecting that Peter Obi will win the 2023 presidential election. Were they wrong? Were all these pollsters who are scientific and professional experts in doing polling, were they wrong? Could all of them have been wrong? Is it possible? Is it scientifically possible that all of them that were projecting Peter Obi victory, at that time Peter Obi was structureless in the imagination of the APC and the PDP? And you could go back and watch the video how APC and PDP derided the opinion polls. Today you can see that the result of the election, had it not been manipulated, was actually according to how the pollsters projected that Peter Obi will win. And that is the thing that the court is expected to ratify now. That was why, if you look at the result, the analysis that was done by Peter Said recently on Arise TV, Otedo Peter Said, you see how they were cutting Peter Obi's votes across the country and awarding it to the APC. He gave specific examples, and now it appeared the thing was done in an industrial scale. And he was particular about the fact that if all these votes that were deliberated cut off from Labour Party and awarded to APC when they are gathered together and sliced out of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu's so-called 8 million vote, you will see his number will drop drastically and Peter Obi will rise fast. And it will happen from all indication, because forensic analysis of all those figures are already ongoing. And those who allegedly manipulated the result for APC, they were careful. They understand what happened. You know, when Peter Obi was consistently leading in the opinion poll, they thought it was made up. These are just friends of Peter Obi, which I made a video and I said, look, it can't be. Peter Obi don't know these guys doing the poll from Ada. Except for Peter Side ANAP that he knows. But even the Peter Side ANAP, if he had not won the opinion poll, Peter Side Ochedo is a man of numbers. He cannot manipulate the poll done by his organization to favor Peter Obi if he didn't actually merit it from what they gathered from the field. That's so obvious. Now look at the one that was done by Bloomberg, one of the biggest news organizations in the world that is based in New York. Or how could Peter Obi influence them? All these polls came out at a time when many people in the APC and the PDP never gave Peter Obi a chance. They were calling him social media president. But were the opinion pollsters wrong? Of course, they were not wrong. They were right. It is because they were right. And from the opinion poll that even the APC themselves conducted, secretly, they knew that Peter Obi is going to win. So what do? In the process of alleged rigging, they make sure that they slice Peter Obi's votes so that he will be at number 3. So that there's no way in their own infantile imagination that he can come up. But they forgot about the digital trail. Is difficult to cover these days. The digital trail, it is difficult to cover it these days. If the digital trails can be covered, many Yahoo boys will not be in prison in America today. Hush Puppy could have cleaned up everything on his email, clean up everything on his phone, and there will be no trace of whatever thing he had done. You know, there are some people they call Hush Puppy email bandits. He could have cleaned it up. But no matter how you clean it up, there are always ways that the security agencies, the American FBI, the CIA, your digital trail, and this election that was done with Beavers, the digital trail is easy to follow, and they are following it. And INEC has ended up embarrassing themselves, and it will be proven. Peter Said Ochedo made a fantastic analysis, which I advise everybody to watch. You saw just an excerpt of it that I just cut out. I advise everybody, even in Nigeria, to go and watch it. The kind of just a few samples he took on live television to show you how these people literally stole the election. But it will be restored because digital trails can be followed. And the culprits will be found, and they will bear the consequences of their actions from top to bottom. You know, people have been doing all kinds of illegalities in our electoral process and getting away with it. Now they have beaten more than they could chew. Because, let me tell you for free, Peter Obi is a dry meat, small dry meat, but if you put it in your mouth, you're going to fool your mouth, and you cannot even swallow it. They have met their Waterloo. Both the beneficiaries of these malfeasance and those who perpetrated it. Against everything that is decent, they say that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu won Rivers State. He was able to narrow the gap in Lagos State. He was able to do so well in Akwa Ibom. Against the projections. Now, everything is going to come out in the open. So, you can see that the projection, the pollsters, the opinion polls ahead of the election favored Peter Obi. And why you should know that they were right. Look at the numbers. Peter Obi going to the election was structureless, like APC and PDP used to say. But look at how, even with all the slashings of votes they removed from Peter Obi's accumulated votes across the country, which Peter said was patriotic enough to share with Nigerians on live television. Now, there are clear indications that this slashing of Labour Party's votes was done on an industrial scale. And when this thing is ratified, Nigerians will begin to respect the pollsters who projected that Peter Obi will win this election. They were not wrong. They all cannot be wrong. These are people who went through academia. These are many of them who have doctors in statistics, in social analysis. They projected and did clear data analysis with information available to them using time-tested polling statistical methods. When they were releasing their results, APC and PDP was busy challenging it. But those who helped them to rig election were also mindful of those things, despite their denial. That was why they made sure that as they were cutting Peter Obi's vote, they are cutting it to put him in a third position. But they didn't know that they're going to leave a lot of trails. They didn't take cognizance of the Electoral Act. They didn't take cognizance of the fact that beavers will come to the rescue. Despite every effort being made now to manipulate the beavers, to deny the Peter Obi legal team access to the embedded data in the beavers. So, in a clear and short message, I want to tell you that those who projected that the structureless presidential candidate of Labour Party will win the 2023 presidential election, they were right. They were absolutely right. And they cannot be wrong. They cannot all be wrong. ANAP, NOI poll, We2Gather Foundation poll, Nextier poll, Bloomberg poll, Redfield poll, Stears poll, and several other polls. They say Peter Obi is going to win. They gave you the margin he will use. They gave you everything. At the end of the day, you've seen the result. But you have not seen the total result, the real result. Because when the real result are tabulated, you will know that the pollsters who put their professional career at risk, literally to say, because for you to project that a man who is in a little known party and who has no structure, quote unquote, will win, you must clearly have no option but to go with the data you have at hand, which projected him so. And that projection was in order. From the polls they did from 2022, after the primaries of the political parties and the emergence of presidential candidates, till the last few weeks before the election, they have all projected Peter Obi victory, Peter Obi victory, Peter Obi victory. They cannot be wrong. Despite the machinations of INEC and the APC. to go around about it to ensure that it doesn't become a reality. That projection is real, is correct, and is going to manifest again in the courts. Because the victory, the mandate that Nigerians gave to Peter Obi is clear and evident from what we are seeing about his scores in parts of the country, even in places where they are located in small, they were giving in many northern states. You will be shocked. You will be shocked when the real results of Peter Obi in many northern states will be tabulated. His result in the southwest that Peter Obi was running neck and neck with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Look at what they did. They manipulated the whole thing to the level that Peter Obi was literally finding it difficult to get 25% in southwest states. But they forgot that all the levers of rigging are no longer in the hands of INEC and those in power. Now, with the help of Vivas, pulling party agents already have the real results of Peter Obi in Southwest. And by the time everything is done and tabulated, Peter Obi will have enough spread and the largest number of votes cast in the election to be declared the president-elect of Nigeria and the winner of the election. And by that time, it will become clear to all the doubting Thomases that the pollsters who projected Peter Obi that he will win the 2023 presidential election, that they are right, and the naysayers were wrong. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. God bless you and yours.